the story of how Isaac ate a pixie stick.
What?
I never want to see Isaac try to eat a pixie stick again because I didn't realize there was a wrong way to eat a pixie stick until you started eating a pixie stick.
I ate the pixie stick.
He was like slobbering into it.
But you know what? We're not talking about Isaac slobbering on a pixie stick because this is what you think. Josh is taking a pee now because Josh is one of our co-hosts.
Can we call him P now?
We can call him P now.
P now.
We're also here with Jason.
Jason!
Hey.
And we got Isaac, of course.
What?
This is what you think. We are drinking hams. We are drinking Corona. We are drinking St. Bernardus. We got some gunpowder gin. I had a lot of pickle beer. It's Easter Sunday. I don't know when this is coming out. Josh has got some Peeps candy. It's Easter Sunday. Let's break
My grandma here?
It's Easter.
That's enough.
Too much. Give one to Jason over there. Give me some sweet tarts, Josh. Isaac has a story for us, apparently. Or you want me to go?
It's my turn.
Isaac's got a story. Isaac,
let's go.
Let's hear it.
Hold on. What's this taste like?
It tastes like a peep. It's a marshmallow.
I actually really like that. That's really good.
Take them.
What are these?
Those are sweet tarts. We're not here to talk about sweet tarts. What are we here to talk about, Isaac?
Marshmallow Man.
Is that what we're talking about today?
Is it related to the Hamburger Man?
You don't know. It's my article, Jason. Why don't you ask another question?
We don't want to talk about Hamburger Man. Isaac,
right.
What do you want to talk about?
I am going to talk about something you have never heard of.
Isaac with a big wiener?
Yeah. And Tyler just defecated himself, and we're just ignoring that. Okay, so
we're just ignoring that.
Have any of you heard of the prehistoric Megalith?
You're talking the megalithic.
Hey,
megalithic.
Prehistoric.
Sorry, you guys know more about my
megalithic.
story than me. Period. That there is
That it don't time. Yes.
a Stonehenge underneath Lake Michigan.
Oh.
Underneath or in Lake Michigan?
Yeah.
Wow. Isaac, tell us some more about that.
Okay, I'm gonna read you some stuff here. So I actually did this on purpose. This article I'm like kind of branching off of is total like just a bunch of asshats. Like they're like totally downgrading what it is and stuff. I think it's funny because it's like, well, just say what it is. Like, you know what I mean? And I'll let you interpret it on your own. I'll read it almost entirely.
Are you gonna say you're gonna let us know? We're gonna say, what do you think?
No.
Oh, what you think?
No.
Okay.
Josh! No, what are you doing?
Your mother.
No, she's sleeping. Actually, no, she's
probably awake.
Is it really 8?
Yeah.
It's only 8.
21, baby.
No way.
Yeah, you gotta hurry up with the story.
Okay, Mom. All right, so I don't know how I didn't just blow any of your minds by saying there's fucking, Stonehenge underneath Lake Michigan.
That is pretty crazy.
So there's another episode I'm going to do about a different thing about Lake Michigan. Jason, you've never been there. I understand. It's pretty far away from where you're from. We're not familiar with water. We don't have water where we're from, Ty. We have a couple ponds,
Pecatoga River.
We have a river.
We have the Grass at Sportsman Club Pond.
Yeah, sorry, I guess I'm wrong. We have
The Grass at Sportsman Club Pond.
Is anyone good at swimming here?
I can swim pretty good.
I think I can. I don't know.
So I'm the only one that can't swim very well.
I don't know if I can swim, actually.
Josh, are you a good swimmer?
I wouldn't swim in Lake Michigan.
Jason, can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim good.
I wouldn't swim in the ocean or Lake Michigan.
Well,
They didn't make you learn how to swim in the military?
My mom couldn't afford it, and the military said, if you drown, it will save us a lot of money.
He's in the Army, not the Marines.
Yeah, seriously.
that's a fair point.
You don't float. I guess you're going to have to just shoot this gun extra hard, fella. Okay.
Good thing we ain't fighting that merman again.
Anywho, that's the second time I got raped. Prehistoric.
What?
Prehistoric structures.
I don't think we could have
Oh,
that
wait,
in the
hold on.
podcast.
I'm going to, which part? England?
About the second time you got grape
No,
soda.
Went to
Keep
England?
going. Keep going.
Okay, hey, Jason, focus.
Yes, sir. Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god.
This is
Christ.
actually really important, bro.
We're 5 minutes in, Isaac. Come on. Tell us
You
more.
did this last time.
Are these the ones that are around Traverse City?
What did I start this about?
This is a megalithic structures in Michigan.
Yes, those. So, what did you picture when I said that?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge
Right.
underwater.
So, this is why I like this article
I'm
because they're
picturing
like,
a greenish tint to the water.
oh,
Well, it's
you're looking at the picture, aren't you?
Why not?
So
I
there's a
didn't see
circle.
You guys
hey,
see.
hey, what's his name?
That
Josh.
sounded like
How big are
Josh. Jason, we're not there yet. Your brother isn't listening. So
Brother right here.
Stonehenge Stonehenge has nothing to do.
Stonehenge.
Shut up, Jason.
In England?
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about
Let's reel it in, Isaac. Let's reel it in.
Where are we at?
how do they make that flavor out of these little.
It's marshmallow.
That's really good.
I'm glad you like them because I don't like them.
That's
Now tell us about the goddamn monolithic structure.
now you're interested. All right,
Monolithic or megalithic?
Jason.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
Have any of you ever went underwater and looked at rocks?
Yes.
No.
No.
So you're not an aboriginalist.
I don't know what that is,
No.
so no.
Oh, what?
Doesn't matter. Clearly, you guys didn't go to school. Doesn't matter. I did. So these guys, they went down and they were looking for shrimp in Lake Michigan. And
That's
you know what
crazy.
they found instead of shrimp? Made that part up.
They found some
But
rocks.
they did find some shit. Actually, they found rocks. You know what it was?
That thing you are doing the episode about, bro.
Yeah. And what is it? They call it
Rocks.
A rock formation.
What do they call it, Isaac?
I have no idea. They call it Lake Michigan Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
That's interesting. Why would they call it
That's
that, Isaac?
neat. That's pretty
Okay,
neat.
so we have about 2 facts.
no, I'm
to
not
the
done. I'm
story.
not done.
It's in Lake
It's gonna
Michigan.
get more
There are
interesting. Hey,
rocks
7 minutes in.
underwater.
You guys are making fun of it right now, but I guarantee you, just like the Ridgeway thing, you're gonna be like, "Oh, why didn't you bring it up earlier?" So this is a circle. Look at this picture, Ty. You mentioned
not a rectangle.
it's a circle.
It is not a rectangle.
It's a perfect circle.
I can confirm. It's a Maynard James Keenan led band.
Perfect circle.
Perfect
Yep.
circle.
All good friends. Judith, great song.
So it's rocks in a circle, and
I mean, those are pretty big. How big are those rocks? I mean, how much?
they're about 6 foot tall. And there's,
So
I mean, half of them aren't standing anymore. But look
Tyler-sized
in the
rocks?
picture, you can see at least
I mean,
12 of them.
How old would you say they might be?
so. And that's why I
'Cause that's
think it's
crazy.
funny,
It's in Lake Michigan,
right?
and Lake
So-
Michigan was formed from what?
The glaciers.
So these are uncovered in the Grand Traverse Bay, an arm of Lake Michigan,
Yeah.
and the western shore of Lower Peninsula.
By Traverse
like,
City.
Basically by us,
by-
like 2.5 hours from us.
Well, are you taking the boat across? or
Across
no?
the-
I'm taking the race car, Jason.
If you're taking a race car, then maybe okay. But
We're talking Lightning McQueen.
otherwise, you got to go around the lake and then go up.
So basically, this area is known for their shipwrecks between the 19th and 20th century, which were in.
So were these guys looking for a shipwreck, maybe, and they came across this megalithic
Basically,
structure? Okay.
And archaeologists have, went there since they found this back in
2007. I
Yep,
thought, right?
it was 2007, which is really recent.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did I not see it sooner than that?
Well, because Dr. Mark Hawley, he was a professor at Northwestern Michigan College. Everybody knows that school, right?
Northwestern Michigan.
Northwestern Michigan.
I'm not a fan of directional Michigan colleges.
Hey,
I just gotta
That's
say
mag
that.
football.
I just gotta say, I don't care if you're northern, central, western, or eastern. I
But yeah.
like you.
I mean, that guy.
Just
guy.
because you went to a dynamite school.
What are they talking about, Ty?
We're reeling him in. That guy.
Drink.
So,
So this, while they were searching for this, they weren't really searching. They were just scuba diving. They found, this was 40 feet deep, a bunch of shipwrecks, car, and a mastodon. And while they're looking at the mastodon, they're like, oh, what the are all these rocks?
while they're
so-
looking at a mastodon,
Yeah, they found a mastodon before this.
Wait, so there was a snow elephant in the rocks?
well, no.
So
I think Isaac's a little mistaken. There was a
I didn't write this article, Ty.
There was a mastodon
carving.
carved
Yeah.
into the rock. They didn't find a mastodon, but they found a mastodon carving. But
Oh,
that's the crazy
shit.
thing.
Yeah, you're right, Ty.
Ma-
it
mastodons-
says a rock with a carving of a mastodon.
Yeah, and mastodons have been
Are you
extinct.
reading my screen? Are you cheating?
I'm Dr. Mark Hawley.
What does that mean,
Dun-dun-dun. He's
Jason?
the guy
What does
that
that mean?
discovered it.
Oh
But
my
anyway,
God! Now Jason's reversing roles. He's
So-
giving me popcorn.
they discovered a carving of a mastodon. Mastodons have been extinct for close to 10,000 years in North
10,000
America.
years.
Right? That's crazy. At the bottom of Lake Michigan. So it had to have been before glaciers melted.
And the thing is, the mastodon is the state fossil of Michigan.
Ours is the
Ours is the trilobite.
trilobite.
Troglodyte.
Troglodyte.
So, have you ever heard of Dr. Holly?
Yeah, I
Who
was
is that?
mentioning him.
Like the buddy?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's the one that found the mastodon.
Good
He said,
for
this is
him.
a mastodon. And they're like, no, it's not.
Mastodon carp.
Well, prove it's not. And they're like, okay. And they have proved it was or wasn't.
Well, how can you prove it's
And
not?
there's a picture of the mastodon in the rock. And there's a picture of Dr. Holly's thumbs.
That's actually an ad.
So, it doesn't matter. The stones were dated. So, remember I told you that the stones were next to the
Yep.
troglodyte picture of the mastodon?
Someone dating rocks?
Yes! Jason, everyone! It's called carbon dating.
Isaac,
Read
you have a rock girlfriend, don't you? Aren't you dating rocks?
Eh?
Is that...
Rock girlfriend? You're dating rocks?
Real rock GF?
I actually don't follow it. Josh, I don't... What are they talking about, Josh?
Isaac, they're trying to say you are fucking a stone.
No, my pecker don't pick up. Buddy.
We don't have to talk about this in this episode. So, okay, I'm gonna kind of reel in.
No, Tyler, I haven't told you a year yet.
Let's hear it.
A year about what?
2007?
No, that's when they found the rocks.
They're about
Jason.
9,000 years old.
Okay, and how old was Stonehenge?
11,000.
Tyler, you read the 9,000 part. Just read the 4,000 part.
That's not on there.
Oh.
So this predates Stonehenge. Wow, this predates Stonehenge by 4,000.
That's what I'm saying. Listen to my story. It's going to get more interesting.
Jesus Christ! Why do you take 12 minutes?
You say this every time. You say this every time. So the crazy part is this whole article. I'm trying to like piece it out because I don't want you guys to get upset because I get upset very easily.
You?
And they're downgrading this
I'm all lost.
Stonehenge that's in Lake Michigan. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's nothing. It's just some rocks that are in a circle in the bottom of Lake Michigan, basically. But they're
With
like,
the-
oh, but we will acknowledge that it's 5,000 years older than Stonehenge. But there is no Stonehenge there. There's no one. It's a bunch of rocks.
Wait, but there is a mammoth carved on them.
Correct.
And they
it's
do
got the-
look like they're in a circle.
No, they're definitely in a perfect circle.
Okay,
that's-
okay.
Oh,
They're in the band?
Oh!
My argument would be I don't care whether or not they're in a circle. If you find a mammoth carved stone at the bottom of the lake,
It's a mastodon, Josh. Get it right.
It should be
It's a
understood
mastodon,
They are
that this is not a megalith site like Stonehenge. This,
monolithic.
this
Megalithic.
this label has been placed
Both?
on the site by individuals by the press who may have been attempting to
One
generate
versus multiple.
sensation about the story. Basically, they're downgrading this fucking story. Shit, this story.
Yeah, it's probably just like a...
They're basically like, don't worry about this pyramid that's on this lake. It means nothing,
Yeah,
even
like-
though it's 5,000 years older than Stonehenge.
Wait.
That's what pisses me off about this article. I'm going to kiss someone. Josh, if you raise your hands, I'm going to kiss you.
I have a tangent.
Raise your hand again.
No, I have a tangent, just a slight tangent.
All right, eat this marshmallow and I'll kiss you.
I did
All right, eat this duck and I'll kiss you.
Okay, enough with the kissing Josh talk.
I did go down to the National Native American Arrowhead and Artifact Show this past weekend
In Dubuque?
in
Collinsville.
Collinsville,
Massachusetts?
Illinois.
Remember we went to the Arrowhead show in Collinsville? That's where Josh was at over the weekend. Remember going to that?
Also,
I got
went to
Shovely. Or did you have Shovely?
I found Shovely.
What did I find?
Arrowhead.
Tyler fucking made out like a bandit.
If
Josh.
only you found a piece of hand-forged metal or something like that.
Like a shovel.
Like a shovel. It was a hoe, but we called it Shovely.
So I went down there and I got to see the nice sparkly shell necklaces that were found in
Okay.
In
Okay,
the
that was-
band.
Take it away from
pyramids in Wisconsin.
How did he commandeer my
Okay.
story about Lake Michigan? He's talking about
Okay,
rap.
but we're not talking about pyramids. We're talking about a Stonehenge. That's Josh is talking about something that's probably more related to the
All right.
trades that were going on between the
Aztalan shell
Aztalan.
necklaces.
And you're just ignoring me, and my story is twice as old as Stonehenge and the pyramids.
So there were some similar structures in Lake
It's
Erie
twice as old as the pyramids, Jason.
Hey,
That
listen to Jason.
had to do with like either like caribou runs or like mastodon runs, where it's like they would basically like use the large like stone structures to like funnel them in, and then it'd be like kind of like those like buffalo drop.
And then they'd
usually.
club them to death.
So you're talking about, are you explaining how they got into the middle of Lake Michigan?
No, well, I don't know why they're a perfect circle.
No,
but
at the
on
time,
other
Lake
lakes-
Michigan did not exist.
Well, it was.
See, I was
like,
going to get into that,
land.
but you're not letting me.
But on the Lake Huron side, underwater, like they have like similar like megalithic structures.
I'm
that
gonna
were
be-
basically ways to like funnel in like whether it be like caribou or
I'm sorry.
mastodons into like a pit basically, and then they just like fall and die.
Is there any astrological evidence that this henge was used as a timekeeping piece or something along those lines? Or was it used for power or energy production?
So, according to this article,
Is it on a ley line?
It makes farts come out of Isaac's butt.
that's hams. I haven't had none of that, baby. They're saying that this all was from when the lake bed was dry.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like we think there's underwater
There's a
people
map of it.
building this.
Wait, you're telling me mermaids weren't killing mammoths?
No. So this is more of this thing was built at a time that we didn't think, prehistoric people were building things like this. Is it a timekeeping piece? Is it just a mastodon run or a caribou run? What is this actually used for? And I think we can go around and ask people what they think. We're going to start with I'll say the birthday boy. It's not his birthday, but I'm going to call him that. Isaac, what do you think?
I mean, this basically describes the whole thing as a hunting corridor.
So it's a caribou run or a mastodon run.
No, caribou. It says caribou in here.
It's a little spooky, though, to be finding that under.
The 9,000-year-old limestone structure.
All right, Jason.
It's twice as old as Stonehenge.
Okay, we know that. Jason, what do you
And
think?
Traverse City.
Yep.
Twice as old as Stonehenge.
Jason, what do you think?
Shout out Traverse City, great town if you ever feel like going there, great wineries and whatever. The beach is really cool. And in those beaches, apparently, if you start doing some swimming, you'll find a Stonehenge.
You find mammoth stones.
I'm a little bit more familiar with the Lake Huron side of things when it comes to Michigan. Like Superior and Huron are the two that I've probably done the most stuff on and know the most about. Like I said, they had found stuff like that in Lake Huron that were basically like ways to, channel in like the animals as they're kind of like chasing them down. So they either like can ambush them, they go down a drop, that kind of thing. I feel like it's one of those. I don't know why it's like a circle. Maybe it does have some kind of like astrological significance, but they're carving like the animals into it and stuff like that. So I would feel like that it would have something to do with, related to that anyways.
So you think it's a hunting tool for ancient
I
people?
I do.
All right, Josh, what do you think?
I think this is an honest to Jesus monolithic site that is now buried in the Great Lake. I think it's pre-glacial settlement that was populated by, I guess, what would even be the 10,000 BC designation?
We'll just say the Olmecs did it.
The pre-Mississippians, I guess?
Yeah.
They had either a religious site or just like Tyler said, a henge. It could just be a religious / calendar site. Most of the circular sites that we dig up are in some way, shape, or form a calendar, just by the way that the shadows fall. I think it's really sad that just because if this was dug up in a field in Iowa with a stone on it that had a mammoth, it would be considered a Midwest Stonehenge. But just because it's under the lake and it's technically it would fall under pre-land bridge timeline, even though we know that's completely debunked because we have radiocarbon dated footprints in White Sands, New Mexico that are 50,000 years old. There is no reason that we shouldn't be studying this site archaeologically.
So
and
it's actually really hard to study the site.
I mean, besides the fact that it's underwater in the Great Lake, which will kill you.
Yeah. And it's total area. So there is the circle part of it, but the total area of the stone megaliths is over a mile in length. So it's actually pretty big.
So it's a couple like circular ones plus the overall.
Plus the overall, there's other megalithic monoliths, I guess.
I think that's even more reason to study it.
I think it's one of those things. I guess I'm going to hijack this, Josh. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go to what I think. I think this is just more proof that the New World was more advanced than a lot of people take credit for, right? Like we've talked about Aztlan before. We kind of talked about Cahokia a little bit. There's a lot of things going on in the New World that we just kind of discredit because, something wiped out most of the Native American population. Whether that's disease, infighting, whatever else that happened, I mean, I can't remember what it was. There was wasn't there a global cooling due to the amount of forests that overgrew because not enough Native Americans were chopping down trees, right?
It just so happened that the Europeans managed to land during a mini ice age.
Right. So
little ice age.
So there was a lot of factors where a lot of the native population was wiped out. And I think any population getting wiped out from anything, right? Like you're not necessarily going to have your best and brightest moving forward. And you're kind of more worried about survival than you are about building something great or keeping something great built going. So I think it's just one of those instances where, we had a lot more going on in the U.S. than we thought. There's probably more megalithic structures that just got lost to time. Obviously, Cahokia had a woodhenge, right? There's other things there. So I hope they do study this more.
On Monday.
Yep, and I'm going to drive by there this week. But maybe we should hit up Dr. Holly, and he's still around. We could probably call him for an episode. So this is what we think. We want to hear what you think. We are drinking Corona. We are drinking St. Bernardus. We got some gunpowder gin. Isaac's so sloppy drunk right now. He's eating marshmallow peeps because it's Easter. He has risen, and we're drinking some Pacatonica beer. This is, what you think?